Hi everyone, and welcome to your ancestor reading. Let's find out what your ancestors have for you today as far as message, guidance, and just general inspiration. So we have three piles. We have pile 1, which is Labradorite. We have pile 2, which is Bumblebee Jasper. And we have pile 3, which is Rhodonite. So take your time, let the pile speak to you, choose the one that you want, and we will get things started. Hi, pile 1, and those of you who chose the crystal Labradorite. Let's get started with your reading. Actually, I'll just put that over there. Okay, I do have a couple of more oracles at the end, as well as these 3 tarot that I will pull out at the end and use them as clarifiers here for the oracle cards. Let's get started. First off, we have nature spirits. Okay, all right, flowing river. I can bring that over just a wee bit. Okay. Fire, okay, I like this already here, and sage, okay, and those 2 as well. All right, so what am I seeing here for pile 1? Well, I'm going directly to the sage card first. Sage card is kind of like the hermit card for me, where you're going within for knowledge and wisdom. The difference is with a hermit, you're going in to find answers. I think with the sage, you're going in to pull that wisdom and that knowledge out to then share it with others. Okay. And it says here, the devoted and the committed. And I think that maybe pile 1, your message here today from your ancestors is you are the sage. You may not know it, but I think with a little reflection, you may find that you do have a lot of wisdom and you do have a lot of knowledge to share with others. Now, remember, this can be in any area of your life. So whether it's spiritually, that there's something that you need to share with others, with the world, whether it's at work and you're going to be sharing with your coworkers or colleagues, whatever it may be. It could just even be, I also love to bring in groups or activities that you may do outside of the home, you know, where I always use softball because I love to play softball. So, you know, maybe you have advice for someone on the team that's struggling a little bit, and you know, you have wisdom and knowledge to share about that. It doesn't matter what the topic, it's just the fact that you are going to pull that from within yourself and share it with others. And I want to say, just because of the green in this card, right? It's just very nature, right? It brings us right up here to this nature spirit card, which is, it says elves, fairies, rock formations. So maybe for you, you are very, very connected to Mother Earth and nature, okay? Maybe you find your best place to go to think and to reflect on this wisdom and knowledge would be out in nature, okay? Maybe you have a connection to the elves and to the fairies, to the rocks. Everything is living, has a soul within itself. So, you know, whatever it is that you need to connect to, but I think you will know this is your message if you are thinking, oh my gosh, yes, I love fairies. You know what? You could just love Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. It doesn't matter. It's however it's going to resonate for you. All right. Now, so with these 2 cards, we have the sage. We kind of are having an idea here, pile 1, of what it is you need to do, and maybe where you need to go to find the reflection to maybe to get it started. Because maybe right now you haven't been sharing, you're not comfortable with sharing, but you're feeling that urge and you know that you have to, that there's something out there for you to do. And this is where these two cards come in, which I love, because to me, they're both representing, even though this is a water card, to me, it is still representing fire. It reminds me of fire, that sun, right? Fire, Leo, okay? And I think that once you make the commitment, oh, I love that, right? So once you make the commitment and you call upon your nature spirits to help you out, you go and sit in nature, whatever it may be, you are going to find that things are going to start to flow naturally for you. And again, maybe right now you're not feeling that things are flowing naturally. This may be the answer to what it is that you need to start doing to get that flow. It's a flow of life, right? It's the flow of energy. It's the flow when you share, things are flowing, right? Information's flowing from one person to another. And we have the fire card here with passion. And when this wisdom and help that, or wisdom and knowledge that you're sharing with others is fueled by passion, okay? Because it's something that you love, it's something that you're excited to share, you're going to find the flow even easier because it's part of you. And with the sage, you know, you're a teacher. And when that teaching, like I said, comes from passion, you're going to be amazed at the ease from which it will just come out of you, really, for sure. Okay, so those are your messages for the oracles. Now, I want to get the tarots here, okay? So we've got them here, and let's just use them for confirmation. So one, we have the Hanged Man. How interesting. And next we have the Five of Swords, okay? And the other I'll just put over here on the side, the King of Pentacles. Okay. I think these really fit in quite nicely with what we've just been talking about. Hanged Man, taking a little bit of time out, looking at things from a different perspective. We talked about that with the sage, maybe going out in nature to make it flow more naturally for you, to come to you more naturally, what it is that you're feeling pulled or inspired, right, with passion to share with others. The Five of Swords. I have a feeling that this isn't your first go round with this. For some of you, not everyone. For some of you, it certainly is. But I think that there may be a specific message here with the Five of Swords that in the past, you've tried to do this and you were doing it from a place of passion, and you were doing it because you felt called or pulled to do it. But I think that somewhere along the line, maybe it wasn't received, okay, it wasn't received well by those that that you were trying to share with. Okay, so this is something in the past, but don't worry. This time with the King of Pentacles here, with, you know, he's hardworking, he's smart, he's steady, he's committed, he's confident. You need to take on those attributes. And when this happens again, where people aren't receptive to your message, you're going to be able to let it flow like water off of a duck's back, okay? It's not going to hurt because you know that what you're doing is what you were meant to do. And there are always going to be people. So this would come in for those of you who haven't stepped out to do this yet. You're going to meet resistance, okay? Like these guys here stabbed in the back. And you know what? They're going to try to take you down. You just need to, again, just let it flow, water off a duck's back. don't worry about it. You're going to be sitting in the King of Pentacles. You are going to be successful. It's also a card of success. You will be successful if you take the time to go within, connect with your nature spirits, really go in and like a hermit and pull that inner sage in you out and share that wisdom and knowledge with passion and authenticity. Nothing's going to stop you. So now let's just take a look. I have here a few extra cards I just want to pull out for advice. So let's just see if we can get one more oracle card here with advice. I think this is a lovely message from your ancestors. They're basically saying, you know what, you need to go in, you need to let this flow. You were meant to do it. Okay. And there is the Strength card. You need to stand up and have an opinion, because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. This decision will have long-term effects on your future. Okay, so right there, they're telling you have the strength and have an opinion, or share your knowledge, okay? And that is an opinion in a sense, I guess, right? And don't be afraid, because it is your opinion and it is your knowledge and wisdom, and that's the only one that counts. I mean, if you can't share your own, whose can you share? So, and it will have long-term positive effects on your future, okay? And then also, I just want to pull one more card here. Just one more from, I believe it's the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. I do have one card out already, but these ones are just a little bit different. So let me just see here. Okay. Spring, see your seeds grow. Okay. Could be many things. This could be that this is something that you've been thinking about for a while, or how I like to think of it, not necessarily so much as a time frame, because this can start and happen at any time. I would say the sooner the better. However, with spring, see your seeds grow. You're going in, you're spending time, you're talking to your nature spirits. You're pulling that information. That is planting seeds. And we equate planting seeds with spring, right? Because that's the time you plant your seeds so that your garden grows throughout the summer, and in the fall you harvest. So that's what I think here of spring. It also reminds me of the Empress, where you have that Empress energy of planting those seeds and growing and nurturing. And that's really what you're doing when you're sharing with others as well. So those are your messages, pile one. I hope that you enjoyed them. I am a small channel. I would ask that if this resonated, or if you enjoyed this reading, that you give me a like, share, subscribe would be awesome. And please feel free to leave a comment if you want to share what's happening in your life or how this may resonate with you. I would certainly appreciate hearing that feedback. And I just want to thank you, and I will see you next time. Hi, Pile 2, and those of you who chose the Bumblebee Jasper for your crystal. Let's get started with your reading. I do have 3 tarots that I will bring out at the end, as well as a couple of other oracle cards. But for right now, we're going to get started with these 4. We have Interact and Relate. Okay. We have Eagle Medicine. We have Hermit, and we have Water. Okay. Interact and relate, community, family, traditions. All right, so what I'm what I'm feeling here for this pile too is there is something, and I want to say family, it says community, family traditions, and I know that not everyone maybe has a close knit family or a family, so it may be your community, your friend group, okay? So however that is for you, that's what we're speaking to. But it seems to me with the Hermit is going in and finding answers within. In pile 1, we had the Sage, and I was saying that the Sage card reminds me of the Hermit card. The difference being the Hermit is retreating and recharge here. It says it's going within to find answers for yourself or for whatever it may be. But usually it's for yourself, okay? Where the Sage is going in and pulling out their wisdom and knowledge and sharing it with others. That doesn't mean that the Hermit doesn't share as well, because I believe that the Hermit does. But for the most part, it's going within and really trying to find those answers. And we have eagle medicine here, and we have that eagle, and what do we know? They fly so high, and you have an eagle eye or a bird's eye view, or you have eagle eyes or whatever, however you may say that. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. And I believe that what I'm trying to say here is you're going within as the Hermit, okay? Because you want to be able to see things from a broader perspective, or to be able to see things big picture, like an eagle is able to when flying high above. It can see everything for miles. And I think that's what this is asking you to do with these 2 cards. Go within, almost like a hangman energy, where you are trying to see things from a different perspective. In this case, you're seeing things from a bigger perspective, okay? And then we have the Water card here, which 2 things are coming in for this. One is, once you go in, find the answer that you're looking for and seeing things big picture, the next part of that would be letting it flow, right? Sharing what it is that you found out, because this is family and community, I feel that it's sharing. To me, it's very Sage-like, this card, okay? It's sharing whatever it is with your family, with your community. And once the flow comes in, it just makes everything easier. And for some reason, I'm just getting a feeling of maybe there's something in your family or in your community, or pardon me, circle of friends that needs to be healed. And that's because it's water. And for me, water is emotion too. And it's just the way these 2 are, embracing one another, holding one another on the card. It just reminds me of, I see you, I feel you. And that's all emotion. And maybe there's something that you have to take care of within your family or friend group. Going in, seeing things bigger picture from a different perspective. Maybe there's some healing. We have, nature here, green. This is grayish, but I still kind of feel like, there's a greenish hue to this, the lushness there, the nature. Yeah, and I mean, this is nature as well, very white. But that's dove. When I think white, even though it is the eagle, I think of a dove as well. And I think of peace. So I'm getting a feeling that there's something here that maybe needs to be healed within that unit, family, friend, whatever it may be. And that in order for that to happen, you're going to need to go in, okay, retreat, maybe take a step back from it, retreat, look at things from a broader, bigger, wider perspective, bigger picture, and then let it flow. Because when you let things flow, it's also, it's forgiveness, right? You forgive, you let it go, things flow easier because it blocks you. And I think also here with this flow card, yeah, there's something, and maybe with the green, I'm pulling to the green back up at the top of that card. There's something maybe in your heart chakra area that's blocked, and it needs to be able to flow again. And you're going to find the answers by going within and seeing something in a different way. Sorry, it took a long time to get there, but I believe those are definitely the messages coming through from your ancestors for you, pile 2. Now let's take a look at your tarot. Okay, first card out, we have Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Second card out, we have Seven of Wands. All right, here we go. And the King of Cups. All right, everything. I do these tarots at the end as confirmation. How perfect. So, Ace of Pentacles. There is a new beginning that can take place. A new grounded and successful, for me, the Pentacles, it's going to be grounded and it's going to be successful, okay? A new start that can happen. We have the Seven of Wands, and that just kind of ties in with what I was saying. I feel like there's something within a family or friend unit that needs to be healed. And maybe this was you. Okay, or maybe it's someone in your family or friend group, that person that's standing and they're just beating off with the wands, trying to stand up for themselves, you know, kind of holding the space, holding their beliefs, their opinions. And it's tough doing that. And maybe that's what needs to be healed, whether it's you having to stand up for your beliefs, or it's someone else, and maybe you need to go in and see it from a different perspective and see if you can't meet somewhere. And with the King of Cups, we're back into that water and flow. But the King of Cups also, he's calm, he's wise, his emotions are calm, and they flow freely and easily. And I think that may be the energy that you need to take on here in this situation, is being the bigger person, being the King of Cups, being able to remain calm, to see whatever this Seven of Wands is from a different perspective, and knowing that there is a possibility for a fresh new start that will be grounded and built on a solid foundation. Okay, I know that, you know, some of these are not the typical meanings of the cards, but when you read intuitively, that's what I see here with the Ace of Pentacles, is a grounded new start that will be successful. All right, so those are your messages there. Now let's just pull an oracle card for any additional messages that we may have. From your ancestors, what else would they like you to know? There. Oh, geez, that went right down onto the floor. Just a moment. Ah, perfect. Okay. Decisions. It's your decision whether you keep this up or let it go. Oh my heavens, how perfect. But continuing will not change the circumstances or the outcome. Okay. That is confirmation if I ever seen it for that. All right. There's something that you need to make a decision on here in relation to a family friend group. And we see these two coming back together. And it just reminds me of, I see you, I know you, I forgive you, I love you. That's what that card means to me. And the Ace of Pentacles here is saying yes. And if you adopt this King of Cups energy, you can do it. Now, I just have one more card I want to pull here. Sometimes I like to split my decks up into little groups, and out of this Angels and Ancestors deck, I just like these cards to be out on their own just for further confirmation. So let's just get one here. arrow. Okay. I like this. And the reason I like it is because it says, surround yourself with protective energy. Okay. What this is telling me, whoops, I don't think you can see that all the way down here. Let me just put this up here. Okay. What I'm getting from this is you may meet a little bit of resistance. Okay. We would love if everything was like a made-for-TV movie and everything just worked out in the end, but it's not always smooth in real life. And this is just saying, you know what? Ask for help. Ask for protective energy. Archangel Michael is someone great to call upon, okay? Archangel Raphael for heart space. Healing and opening of heart space of yourself and others would be good. So that would be a nice protective energy to protect your heart space as well. Because this is not saying that it's not going to work. We know it is. I think what it's saying is just be prepared, because you may run up against some Seven of Wands energy. But if you make that decision to let it go, if you see things from a different perspective, if you take on that King of Cups energy, you will be successful in finding the flow and the ease in in whatever relationship it is for you again. So those are your messages, pile 2. Thank you for being here with me. Like I always say, I am a small channel. I am trying to grow. If you liked this reading, if it resonated for you, please give me a like and share this video with your friends, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thank you. Hi, pile 3, and those of you who chose the Rhodonite crystal. All right, let's get things started. I do have 3 tarot for the end, as well as a couple of other oracle cards, but let's get started with your first set here. We have Explore Your Creative Side, Dream Traveler. Oh, interesting. Okay. Medicine Guardian, and Innocent. Okay, let's just take a second here. I'm being pulled right away to the Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. You are pile 3, or some of you, at least this is a collective reading. So this may feel very familiar to you. You are someone who is able to bring healing to others, whether it is actual physical healing, spiritual healing, mental healing. Okay, so I'm not sure what you do for work. If you're a doctor, if you work in the health profession in some way, if you are a spiritual healer like Reiki, or you channel, you may even do healing by giving mediumship readings or doing tarot and oracle card readings. I'm not sure. But somehow I just have a feeling that that is who you are. And with this dream traveler, you're someone who is spiritually, we'll say spiritually connected. You are able to pull information, I like to say, down from above, from source, whoever that is for you, from your higher self, from your angels, just because I'm seeing angel here. And this is just reminding me of Archangel Raphael. I just spoke about him in the last set. The green, he's the Archangel of healing. And I really feel that you're able to pull that information in, whether it be through your dreams, because it is dream traveler, right? So whether it's through dreams, whether it's through small flashes, through meditation, however it may come in, you're able to pull in that healing information to help others. And that's right. And then we have innocent here, purity. I really believe pile 3, you are the group that is interested in helping those that are less fortunate, those that have had difficult times in their lives, or maybe having a difficult time in their life. Those, I really think children here. So there could even be something with children just because of the innocent, right? The purity. There's just something about you. I just have a very warm, loving, my heart space, I think, is being activated with all this greenery here and Archangel Raphael and the green in this field. There's something about you that is very healing to others. And then we have explore your creative side. Visualize, paint, record. I want to read that card intuitively in the sense of sometimes in order to help those who need our help in society, how to say, it's not always maybe wanted necessarily, or, you know, there's pride there. There's a feeling of, you know, I'm doing fine on my own. I don't need your help. But they clearly do. And so what I really feel this card is saying in conjunction with these ones is that you may have to find, okay, creative ways to bring that healing to people. So you know, if you're a person who dreams and brings things in through dreams, ask for creative ways for that information, because you can certainly ask Archangel Raphael, how can I creatively do this so that they don't feel that it's charity, or so that they don't feel that they're being a burden upon you. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm just feeling with older people, it's a sense of pride, okay, it could be, you know, whether they're a person on the street, whether it's an elderly person, there is a sense of pride and independence there. And sometimes, even though they want the help, it's not easy for them to accept it. That's what I was trying to say today. You know, it's taken me a while to get this through and out the right way, but it's getting there. Okay. And sometimes if it's children that you're helping, the innocent, the pure, you know, you may have to jump some hurdles to get to them to help as well. So speak to Archangel Raphael and ask for creative ways to come through to you to help people with healing and giving them what they need, whether again it's spiritually, mentally, or physically, or emotionally. Okay, because there is heart space. I'm getting the heart space, right? And just nature and the flow of water, which is emotions. So that's who I believe you are. Pile 3, you're the healers in the group. You're the people that are out helping others. And, you know, and this is that symbol, you know, the medicine, isn't it the little symbol that the doctors wear, pins or something? I don't know, pins. There's something about this symbol. Anyway, those are the messages. Finding creative ways through dreaming, through meditation, through flashes of inspiration, however they come to you, to get out and to help others. All right, let's take a look now at the tarot and see what it has to say for confirming these. Let's go here. Three of Pentacles. Perfect. The World. Oh, nice. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. All right. So the way I love to read these, and it, you know, synchronicity at its best, it's the way they come out. Three of Pentacles. You may have to call upon and work with others. You're going to be working with others if you're bringing healing to them. But in order to do that, you may have to work with others. And that's what I'm seeing here. Three of Pentacles is working with others. Okay? Knight of Pentacles, you're doing it slow and steady in a grounded way, with confidence and with clarity. Okay? And the World is, this is you. You are coming full circle, all right, in your spirituality, I think, here for bringing healing to others. And even if it isn't spiritually, just in general, you've come full circle. You know now that this is what you need to do, and you're ready to set out and do it. Okay, I do have a couple of other oracle cards. I believe this is your message. It took me a minute to get it out, but it's very straightforward. You're going to take on this Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay, you're going to be slow and steady and consistent and confident and clear with the direction that you're heading when it comes to helping others. You may have to work with other people, okay, to make this happen. But you're willing to do that. Of course you are, because it's for the greater good. You are willing to find creative ways. This reminds me, right, of brainstorming. This could be you and your spirit team. This could be you and a group of co-workers, you and a group of friends, whoever it is that you're going to collaborate with and brainstorm to figure out how to make this happen. In some cases, some are going to be easy and you're going to be able to go straight off and do it. Others, you may come up against a bit of difficulty or resistance, and you'll have to find creative ways. And also just to in order to help, to help the people that you're helping, keep that sense of pride and dignity while you're helping them, I think is very important. And I really wanted to get that out earlier, and it took a bit for me to get there, but I think that's also very important. You know, not just charging in. This night isn't charging. Okay, you just can't charge in and just start rearranging and even with the greatest intention, you know, causing chaos or uproar in a person's life, whether they need the change or not. It needs to be done slowly, steadily, confidently. Okay, I felt that was important to get out. And also here with the World, again, this is just coming full circle from you. Maybe this is a change in maybe you're changing your job to do this. Maybe this is something you're starting to do on the side, but it's bringing you full circle where you know now that you're being called to do this, and it's time for you to do this. So let's just get your last few messages here from the Oracle cards, pile 3. I love these ancestor messages. They are, they're speaking to you today. Oh my heavens, and look at the card that just flew out. Creativity. There are ways of dealing with this situation without giving away your power. And I want to just add in there, or taking the power away from those you're helping. Okay? Think of creative methods in which you can be heard and maintain your dignity. Oh my heavens. And I was talking about dignity too, and helping to keep, I'm going to say, the dignity of others. Okay? Now, let's just do one last card here. Sorry. Such a little pile. I separate them sometimes. Okay. Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. All right. The way that you will feel in your own life helping other people, and you may already know this or you may not, is going to bring you more happiness and then success, okay, than you've possibly ever imagined or have ever felt. So I just want yeah, I just want to say, and you know, we have the gold and the gold here. I don't know. I feel that this is really going to bring something into your life that you were not expecting, and it's going to be success and happiness. All right, pile 3, these were lovely messages. I thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate your time, and if you like this reading, if it resonated with you, I am a small channel trying to grow, so if you could please give me a like, share with your friends, and subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.